people? It's your boy Mr. Locario. So this is what I want to tell you guys about when you're hollering at chicks and everything. What you got to realize is that a lot of these women are nervous when you talk to them. So sometimes you're going to interpret their nervousness as them not being interested. Okay, so I remember I was talking to this girl, and then she basically couldn't even look me in my eye. And it's weird. I was like, what the fuck? And it's where I started to notice this a lot with certain other girls. Like, you know, like we're talking, and then she's like all the way over here and looking this way, and I'm just like, yo, like, you know what I mean? But it's funny because a lot of the girls that I've talked to, they'll have like this nervous energy when I come and talk to them because they don't know what to say when I approach them. You understand what I'm saying? So what I need you guys to do is to make sure that when you are out here and you're talking to these women, that you don't mistake their nervousness for them being disinterested. You understand what I'm saying? And the funny thing is that some girls, they're so like all over the place that they will be into you and still be so nervous that they'll still reject you at that moment, even though they wanted to really do some shit. You understand what I'm saying? It's stupid shit, because I remember this one girl that I was in high school, and the girl, she basically was like, she didn't say anything to me, right? Like, I was talking to her, and she was looking at me, and she's looking all these other different ways. So I'm like, you know, this girl probably doesn't, she's not into it, right? So I chill, go do my other thing, do my business or whatever. And then I hear through another friend that, oh, there's this girl that I know, and she kind of likes you, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay, who is this chick? And this is basically the same chick who I tried to talk to, who didn't say anything to me and was looking all crazy all over the place. You understand? So a lot of times girls, they get nervous when you approach them. I just don't want you to think that all the time that means they're not interested. And there are times where a girl won't be interested and she'll still be nervous. You understand? But I just don't want you to make that throw you off. So basically what you need to do is, once you continue to talk, once you continue to holler, all you need to do is close the deal. You be like, yo, here, take my number, give me your number, whatever it is, at least do that, and then see what her response is to that. Don't, you know, go up to a girl and start talking to her, and if she's like looking down here and not looking at you, whatever, thinking that she's not into it, and then you just leave the interaction and you just cut it off at that moment. You understand what I'm saying? So just look for those nervous signs. Sometimes nervous signs is they don't look you in the eye. They're kind of like, you know, playing with the hair a little bit. It's like all this, and you'll notice it. See, there's a difference between her being nervous and her just totally being put off to it. Usually when women don't want you to talk to them, since a lot of them don't have good social skills, they'll just be mean. You know what I'm saying? So what you need to do is make sure you understand what's really happening in these situations. So just remember, a lot of times girls get nervous, and that's what really goes on. And just keep going, keep hollering, and, you know, mess with the cooperative chicks who are not nervous to holler at a dude or talk to a dude. Alright, I'm out of here. Truth is inside you.